Hey viewers, welcome to another Sunday here on Pagan's Perspective. I'm your host Austin, and this week we're discussing tools, and since I could not get my video last week up, I will also be covering book recommendations this week as well. I thought I'd start with books since I missed that topic last Sunday. So I thought I'd start with some of my herbal books. My all-time favorite book of herbs is The Master Book of Herbalism. Really great resource. I believe it's out of print. This one's actually signed, which was kind of cool. Got it off of Amazon. But it goes through and it has, let me see if I can find the table of contents. It has the remedial uses, as well as the magical uses, and also has a list of their correspondences. And the best part about this book, which I find not really common among other herbal books, is it's cross-referenceable. So, you can look up an herb in one section and it'll give you where to find it in the next section. It also has a really comprehensive index, which is very nice. Yeah, other than that, it's just kind of a basic herb book. Another one that I really like is Scott Cunningham's Magical Herbalism. The current cover doesn't look like this anymore. I like the vintage copies much better. Not to mention it has these beautiful illustrations inside that you don't get with some of the newer version. Other herbal book that I like, and I kind of use it as a sort of companion to the Master Book of Herbalism, because this one doesn't have quite as much information, but it does have really nice pictures and stuff, a little more updated pictures. And that is the Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs by Scott Cunningham. Cunningham actually had a lot of really great stuff as far as herbs and herbalism and things like that. Another book that I do really like, another Cunningham book, surprise, surprise, Incense Oils and Brews, is actually a really good book. There isn't a lot in here about herb lore or about the uses of the herbs, but there are recipes and how to create things and different things like that. So it's a great idea, a jump off point for ideas and things like that. I don't really like to copy any of the recipes he has here, just because I think that things are better done if you maybe take them and make them more personal, or use what you have or use what's in your area. But that's a really good one for ideas. As far as general practice, another sort of section of books that I have is books that deal with masculinity and witchcraft, or also gay witchcraft. And I just ordered this. It's a Christopher Penczak book. He's actually the main author of that section of books. Sons of the Goddess. It's very 101, but it's good that to find a book that speaks of masculinity, and how it fits in with the femininity and all of that, rather than so often the 101 books are so focused on the feminine. And then also Gay Witchcraft, Empowering the Tribe. Really good book, fairly 101 as well. But again, just a different spin on it, a different spin on mythos. Some gay myths, some talk about the gay aspects of gods, and all that, so it was really good. Okay, so the last book recommendation that I have is actually kind of a surprise to me. It's Witch School, the Second Degree. The entire Witch School series is a lesson in the Corellian tradition, and I'm not really drawn to the Corellian tradition. In fact, I kind of avoided these books, to be honest, because it seemed just like a very sort of 101, I don't know, it seems a little cliche, let's be honest. But I did pick this one up. The other two, the first and the third, and there may be a couple others in their series, they're pretty decent books, but they're more specific to the Corellian tradition, so they're not as useful to me. But this one is a really fantastic reference, and it has the tarot, astrology, magical alphabets, numerology, magical calendars, chakra and energy working, sex magic, all this kind of stuff that you don't really find in one place. And the interesting thing is, even though they try and put all this information into this book, it's all pretty complete, or at least more complete than other references I've seen, of this size, or whatever. Um, and they have a really in-depth look into palmistry and how to read palms and numerology and all these things, and also planetary alignments and correspondences, all these things that you might just need one place to go to, flip open, check some things out. You can also cross-reference this book, which is nice, as a very wonderful index. Okay, so onto the tools section of my video. I chose to do a quick highlight on some of my favorite tools, how I use them, what they mean in my practice, and also the correspondences, the elements that I give to them. So I'll start first with the athame. This is my athame, or athame, and traditionally it is a double-edged knife with a black handle. I associate that with the element of fire, and in my practice it's used for cutting a circle, or I also use it for banishing anything that I need to direct energy in a I don't want to say forceful, but almost a forceful way. To me, the athame is very forceful, is very active, and hence I associate it with a more masculine, or a more masculine, more phallic type energy. Wand, and traditionally the wand can be any wood that you feel drawn to. And sorry if you see me looking over here, it's because I have the screen hooked up and I can see the video over there. So this is my wand. It's ebony wood, and it can be any wood that you feel drawn to. And the wand acts as an extension of your body, of your finger, of your hand, of your arm, and essentially an extension of your will. And I use it to focus will, or to focus energy, in a slightly more passive way than the athame or athame. I would still associate with this with more masculine, more masculine energy, although I think it has more feminine qualities, more passive qualities than the athame or athame. And I would use that for more of I heard someone put it like this, and it was very interesting. You would use the athame or athame for any time that you might command something to happen, and you could use your wand for any time that you would ask something to happen. The next tool that I wanted to kind of focus on a little bit, I just picked 3 of my favorites, is the broom. And this is my broom here, and I have the first pentacle that I ever wore, and I did a little bead thing here and tied it on. And then I also have a length of string with knots and a jade bead. This was actually part of a full moon ritual a while back. And I've just decorated it up. The broom is used for cleansing a space. It can be used to cast a circle. My choice of casting a circle, which tool I might use, all kind of depends on the ritual, the mood, the time of year. During one of the solar festivals, I might cut the circle with the sword, because the sword of the athame, because I view those as being related to the element of fire. Other times I might use the wand, which I can't remember if I mentioned. I associate that with air. And the broom, I might use for a harvest festival, or if I were doing a ritual for cleansing, or to cleanse a space or banish negativity. If you want to show me your wand, athame, and or broom, do so in a video comment, and I will see you all next Sunday. Bye.